Good morning, everybody. You know, some reptiles and amphibians are venomous or poisonous, but did you know mammals and birds can be too? My name is Rowan Moss,
I'm Luciana Calderon.
And I'm Samantha Forrest.
and today we'll be talking to you about venom and poison in mammals and birds.
Can you guess which of these animals are venomous? Pause your screen, take a second, and write down your answer.
Did you get it? Number 5, the slow lories. Number 6, the hooded pitahui. And number 2, the platypus. If so, good job. First, we'll be talking about the slow lories. Does anybody know what a slow lories is, or has anyone heard of it? If not, the slow lories is a mammal. Its scientific name is Nyctocetus, and they're one of the only venomous primates. They are found in East, South, and Southeast Asia. They are nocturnal, which means that they are active at night. They have large, forward-facing eyes, which give them excellent depth perception and night vision. Since they are nocturnal, this is super helpful for spotting insects or small prey in the dark. They are also arboreal, which means that they live in trees. Slow lories also have a strong pincer-like grip thanks to a special arrangement in their hands, which helps them grasp tightly onto branches for long periods of time, helping them stay hidden from predators. Where does this venom come from? Slow lories have a special way of making venom. This is done through the use of a modified sebaceous gland, which is a gland found under the surface of the skin. Due to its location in the inner elbow, it is known as a brachial gland. You can see the inner elbow in the image provided, and the dark spot there is where the brachial gland is located. This gland produces a secretion that the lories lick and mix with their saliva. This venom is stored in a groove of the very sharp incisors. You can see an image of the incisors next to the brachial gland. This creates a very venomous and harmful bite. The venom can cause extreme pain, allergic reactions, and even death in small animals. And in rare cases, it's been harmful to humans as well, as the venom is cytotoxic, meaning it kills cells. Slow lories develop their venomous bite as a primary defense mechanism, particularly against other lories, as they are very territorial and will attack each other if infringing on each other's territory. The spot where the sebaceous gland is located is bowled, allowing for easier access to lick and distribute their fur to help protect against parasites. It is also believed that the venomous bite was developed to protect against predators. It is important to remember that the oil and saliva are not poisonous on their own. Only when they are combined do they become poisonous. Next, Luciana will be telling us about the hooded pitahui.
The hooded pitahui with the name Pitahui dichorus is a songbird, characterized by their black and bright orange feathers. It can be found in New Guinea and neighboring islands. Within the past 2 decades, poisonous birds first started showing up in literature. It is not an ancestral trait, but rather it has evolved over time. The hooded pitahui is considered the most poisonous out of the 6 known poisonous bird species in the world. It comes from the homobatrachotoxin, a neurotoxin 100 times more toxic than cyanide. The name batracho comes from the Greek word for frog, which is where the toxin was first observed. They get it from the consumption of insects, more specifically courtesan beetles, who are known for producing it themselves. The toxins accumulate in the bird's skin, feathers, dander, and it will be in higher concentrations in the breast, leg, and belly feathers. The poison pathway. Birds will swallow their food, it will arrive in the stomach and start being digested. When it reaches the duodenum, which is the first part of the small intestine, it will break down food into nutrients like proteins, fats, vitamins, and water. The toxins are lipophilic, meaning they are fat soluble. They will enter the bloodstream faster and can pass through cell membranes. Once in the circulatory system, it will travel through the pituitary's body. It is thought to interact with the sponge protein, which is also believed to prevent self-poisoning by regulating its movement. It is then deposited onto the skin and feathers. The purpose it serves in the pituitary's organism is to prevent parasites and potential threats. It makes it taste unpleasant to predators. It can cause numbness, irritation, burning, and even death on smaller organisms. Next, we'll have Rowan talking to us about the platypus.
The platypus, scientific name, Ornithorhynchus anatinus. For those who don't know what a platypus is, here's a little background info, though you might recognize the animal from Phineas and Ferb as a character Perry. They are amphibious duck-billed mammals found in Australia. They live in bank burrows on streams and feed on insects and small organisms on the stream beds, using their bills to sift through the mud like a duck. So, only males have venomous spurs, and only mature males produce venom. The venom glands are located on either side of their tails in the lower back and connected to the spurs by a hollow tube. So you can see the gland and the tube as well as the spur in this image. The spur is made from keratin, just like your fingernails. The venom gland changes in size, with it being the biggest during the breeding season, holding up to 4 milliliters of venom. It's actually evolved from a sweat gland. Male platypus use these spurs to compete against other males during the breeding season, primarily to protect their territory. Touches on their lower body, especially the belly and legs, will set off their instinct to fight. The platypus will turn his legs out and up to lock the spurs against the leg bones and push them out with a lot of force into the competing male. And this will pierce the skin and inject the venom. The platypus will then wrap his legs around the other animal to keep the spurs in place, making it super hard to shake him off. This venom has proteins that disrupt blood regulation, cell membranes, and can cause pain. It's not lethal to other platypuses, though, just causing temporary paralysis. It causes pain, swelling, muscle wasting, and nausea that can potentially last for months in humans. Some of the proteins found in platypus venom is also found in snakes and spiders. Many platypus are aggressive, especially in the breeding season, so it's best to avoid them and watch from a distance.
Thank you for listening. We hope you learned something new, and remember that mammals and birds can be venomous or poisonous.